All right, hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Mike Lindsley, back with you on another frigid day. Hopefully everybody is hanging in there and staying warm in some of these pockets of the country where the cold is just so bitter you can't even feel anything. I am sitting here at Rosie's Corner. This place is amazing. It's the official pizza shop of the ML Sports Platter. We're getting ready for Super Bowl Sunday. Make sure that this Sunday for the big game, you get the ML Sports Platter package. It's amazing. $40 will get you a large one-topping pizza, 24 wings, a large chef salad, and we'll get you a 2-liter soda as well. Make sure you go like Rosie's on Facebook. Go check out all their specials. They do a bunch of contests. They've got featured food during the week like pork, chicken and biscuits, haddock today with the Fish Friday. You can get it with mac and cheese or coleslaw. They've got hot and cold subs as well. This place is amazing, and they'll deliver as well. Rosie's Corner, the official pizza shop of the ML Sports Platter. You're in and around Central New York. Get here right off the Bartell Road exit. You take a right, you go up to Route 11, you take another right, and it's right there on the left before the bridge. You can't miss it. Rosie's Corner, a proud sponsor of the ML Sports Platter. You know how ridiculous it could get if Tom Brady wins the Super Bowl this Sunday? Insanely crazy. In terms of total championships won by certain players in all professional sports, you look at the NFL first off. Tom Brady, if he wins, it'll be his 6th Super Bowl ring. He will be at the top of the mountain over everybody. He'll have 2 more than Montana, 1 more than Charles Haley. He'll have more than anybody in the 70s Steel Curtain dynasty. He's going to have 3 more than Troy Aikman. He's going to have 6 more than Dan Marino. He's going to have 4 more than Bart Starr. He's going to have 4 more than Peyton Manning. You know, and the list goes on and 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 on. And when you look at that and you think about that for a second, it's remarkable. He's going to be the winningest player in NFL history. Now, when you compare him to other sports, there's a lot on the line here for Brady as well. I mean, he's already kind of in that rarefied air with the 5 titles, and I know it's 6 less than Bill Russell, but when you consider the eras that these guys played in, Bill Russell playing back in the NBA, again, I know he had to get through the Lakers, I know he had to get through George Mike, and I know he had to get through the Syracuse Nationals, but flat out, it wasn't as hard as it is now. I mean, there's more playoff rounds now, the media attention, the constant swarming of social media, you know, extra rounds in the playoffs, extra games, you name it. Now, yeah, you can counter that with, you know, you can fly now. You don't have to take trains, so it's easier on the back. They're always flying first class. You can counter it with the best nutrition possible. You can, you can say the best doctor possible. All that. That's fine. But from beginning to end, winning a championship in team sports is harder now. It just is. Look at baseball, and we'll get to that in a minute. Look at baseball. You got the wild card round, the division round. You got the league championship series. Back in the day, 40s, 50s, 60s, you beat out everybody in your league, you won the pennant, you were automatically into the World Series. Today, you might be a wild card team, have to go through the wild card game, win 3 in the ALDS, win 4 more in the ALCS or NLCS just to get to the World Series. By my math, that's 8 wins. You didn't need to win 8 wins at all, ever, back in the day when you just were the AL team going up against the NL team or vice versa. So Brady, 5 rings, it almost acts like 7 or 8, you know, because of the cap and the parity in the era that he's played in. The NFL is literally set up to, when you get up to the top as a champion, to push you over the mountaintop, right? Once you get there, push you off. Well, nobody's been able to push off Brady or Belichick and the Patriots. And if he wins the 6th one, he'll be the most winning player in NFL history. And then when you look at the other sports, I mean, look at hockey. Look at Henry Richard, who has 11. Look at Maurice Richard, who I think has 8. You look at Mark Messier, who has 6. You know, this is the kind of John Beliveau, who has 10. You're looking at those kind of guys right now in terms of the Stanley Cup titles, and none of those guys I just mentioned are considered the GOAT. A lot of people consider Brady the greatest quarterback and the greatest player in NFL history. Wouldn't it be something if that player, that greatest of all time guy, was also the most winningest? It's almost unheard of. Think about this. Michael Jordan is the GOAT according to a lot of people. He's still 5 short in terms of titles with Bill Russell, right? You know, look at who's the greatest player in baseball history. Babe Ruth. He has 7 World Series. That's still 3 short of Yogi Berra, who a lot of people don't even consider the best at his position all time. Some people would say Johnny Bench. Some people would argue Josh Gibson because he wasn't allowed to play. This is the kind of territory that Tom Brady is in and will take another step into if he wins this Super Bowl this Sunday. You look at all these other guys, look at all these other championships. I mentioned hockey. I mentioned the NFL. I mentioned Major League Baseball. Look at the other basketball players, for example. Look at Michael Jordan. He has 6 championships. Tom Brady is going to equal Michael Jordan if he wins another Super Bowl. That's what we're dealing with here. He's going to have one more than Kobe Bryant, one more than Tim Duncan. I mean, that's what we're dealing with. Bob Cousy and Havlicek, they're up. They have a couple more than Brady does right now. But again, they're not considered the greatest of all time in their sport. Some don't even consider him the greatest of all time at their position. Tom Brady would also have one more championship than Magic Johnson. He would have 3 more than Larry Bird if he wins a 6th Super Bowl. Look at those numbers. Look at the other sports, and you compare Brady not just to his NFL brethren, but you look at the NHL, you look at the NBA, you look at Major League Baseball. There's a ton of guys who are in a certain winning category of all time. Now, look, you can be a role player and win championships because other people, pick you up and all that. That's fine. But we're dealing with one of the greatest of all time, plus one of the most winning players of all time. It's just absolutely amazing. And you know what? When you look at individual sports, when you look at golf, when you look at tennis, individual sports, they hurt the individuals because it's just them. And when, let's say Tiger Woods can't hit a pitching wedge to save his life, he can't pass that baton over and have somebody hit it for him. He's got to keep swinging, keep hitting. Tennis, same deal. Rafa Nadal can't serve real well. He can't give the racket to somebody else. Hey, go put the ball in the box for me. Go get a bunch of aces, will you? Just isn't happening. That's the negative side to it. You don't have teammates to help you win championships. Steph Curry goes 0 for 15 in a game. Kevin Durant and Klay Thompson can go win the game. LeBron James plays bad for the Cavaliers back in the day. Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love can step them up. So that's what hurts you, but what helps you is it is on you. So if you play at your highest level, if you are at your A game and you're better than everybody else and it's just you, you'll beat everybody else. Again, easier said than done. It's almost like the general manager or a bunch of people, CEOs at sales companies and all that who say, oh, well, it's all about what you put into it if you're a salesperson. I mean, if you just put in the hard work, if you put into it and care and stay positive, you're going to make a ton of money no matter what. It's everything that you put into it, you're going to get out of it. Well, that's not totally true. It's something. It's not everything in terms of overall sales success. So Brady right now, again, 5 rings. He's been there 9 times. He's got 5 wins right now. 5 wins. This is absolutely positively amazing. This is his 9th one. He's got 5 wins, 3 losses, 2 losses to the Giants and 1 to the Eagles. If he loses this game, I don't think it does anything to tarnish him because let's be honest, 5-4 I get isn't as great as 6-3, but he's still got 5 rings. It's not like he's gone to 9 Super Bowls and he's 2-7. It's not like he's gone to 9 Super Bowls and he's 0 for 9 or 1-8 or 3-5, 3-6 or 4-5. He's 5-4. He's still got the 5 rings, and he beat a bunch of really good teams to do it. So this is a historical situation. Now, look, I'm rooting for the Rams. I'm tired of the Patriots. I have the fatigue like you. I'm ready to move on from it all. But by the same token, I also have a deep, deep respect and a deep appreciation for the greatness that we're never going to see again. And it's all led by Belichick and Brady. And to think of Tom Brady as a guy who could have 6 rings equaling Michael Jordan, a guy who I thought would win more titles than anybody in my lifetime, Tom Brady now has a chance to equal the greatest basketball player of all time. Get here to Rosie's Corner, of course. You can get pizza, wings, pasta, hot and cold subs, you name it. The ML Sports Platter package for Super Bowl Sunday. It's easy. $40 spent, large one-topping pizza, large chef salad, 24 wings, and a 2-liter of soda. Get here to Rosie's Corner, a proud sponsor of the ML Sports Platter. As I always tell you, enjoy the games.